another reaction. We are going to take another look at We Came as Romans. I believe, I don't know if I reacted to them first on the channel, but I know I've been a fan for them for quite some time, you know, for years and years. Probably one of the greats back in the day as well, when early metalcore first started, but I haven't really gone into them, you know, personally on their like more later stuff, you know, ever since when, you know, Kyle Pavone tragically passed away, you know, a few years back. You know, I kind of fell off of them, to be honest with you. You know, they kind of weren't really my style, my speed anymore. But, you know, I did kind of come around to them when they first came back after his passing. So I do know some of the new stuff, like Black Hole. You know, that one's not gonna lie, that one's pretty good. That one's a pretty heavy banger when they're getting back into it. But then, and then a few other ones, I think. But nothing too much, nothing too crazy after that. I know they came out with a couple albums, you know, after that. But I don't think I've ever actually listened to them. So, but I'm gonna have to go back and check them out again if these guys actually do well with the new stuff. So I know they've been teasing some new stuff here. We got a newly released single for you guys to check out, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any stuff off those, you know, new records that I may haven't heard of, be sure to leave a note down in the comments below. And I might have to check those ones out. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But like I said, they've changed their sound dramatically a lot. They still got the metalcore theme, they still got the heaviness to them as well. But another guy that used to do like the growls and dirty vocals and stuff like that is the main front man of the band now and kind of took over. So he kind of does the cleans as well as the screams and dirty stuff like that. So, but you know, it's kind of, it wasn't really my speed. You know, he can do the cleans, but to me personally, I just kind of feel like it kind of falls flat, to be honest with you. But you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what this new one has to bring, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe, I appreciate it, and to really help me out. And if you like We Came as Romans just as much as I do, be sure to like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome music, because we're just getting started on these heavy bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. Since We Came as Romans, newest release track titled Bad Luck. Well, look at it. A cultural chant kind of feel like. How'd that drum beat though?
I think too much, yeah I know. It's all in my head, can't let it go. Been fighting for space with all the same ghosts. Am I spinning out of control? I'm trying to hide, but they're hiding with me. Been holding
okay, let's go, boys.
they're all listening.
Build it up.
I think too much, but I know.
Bring the energy.
I spent all my life wondering why the bad luck always comes so easy. All this time I've realized
Oh, let's get it, boys.
things in life are free, but maybe all the days that cut so deep, and maybe all the pain that
We're bringing the feels in this.
all my scars have bad luck to keep, and you can't take that from me.
Oh, okay. A little bit emotional backing to it. Ooh. Bring the chugs. Oh, chop it up. Woo. That'd be some good, sweet little choppies. Ooh, I like those like echoey background vocals. Oh, let's go, boys. Bringing the techno drops. Bringing in the build-ups. Let's get it. Oh, gent it up! Ho, ho, ho. Let's get it, boys! Bringing in the gents! I see you! Okay, I might have to check out some more We Came as Romans. Let's get it! Not gonna lie, I thought it was just gonna be a more like a soft rock kind of vibe, but we got the heavy stuff. I like it.
Spent all my life wondering why the bad luck always got so easy. All this time,
Very good, catchy hook
the
though.
worst things in life are free. When maybe all the days that cut so deep, maybe all the pain that no one sees.
Woo! Get higher with those screams.
To keep, and you can't take that from me.
Come on, upbeat tempo.
No, you can't take that from me.
Oh, back in.
It's all I have. It's all I know. You can't take that from me.
Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. We came as Romans. Wow. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it, man. Like I said, I haven't heard of them like more of the newest stuff passed in the past couple years recently, but if it's some stuff like this, I might have to go check it out for you guys, because wow, what a banger. What a classic hidden metalcore banger, man. Like I said from the beginning there, it kind of threw me off a little bit. I thought we were going to go into like some subcultural kind of like, you know, undertones kind of vibe with like the beats, the techno beats, stuff like that. Kind of we're going to go like a little South American vibe action, but I don't know. But either way, but when they brought back in, when they did the drum beats, the drum pattern, very catchy drum beat pattern, you know, very classic metalcore, like upbeat two-step type of vibe. Then when they came in with like the choruses and stuff like that, it's very catchy. It's very catchy indeed. You know what? It hooks you in. It makes you want to sing along with it, just like all these classic metalcore bands do. And they just definitely know how to write some catchy choruses, man. These bands definitely know how to do it. They've been doing it for years and years and years, and I like it, man. I like it, man. Like I said, ever since when Kyle passed away, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, he can do it, though. He can still do it. You know, I would argue, you know, some songs aren't typically the best songs, but you know, he can still do the cleans. You know, I know it took a lot of, you know, probably weight on him. It took a lot of courage for him to be up the next front man of the band, you know, just to fill that spot, you know, because they didn't want to replace, you know, him with another vocalist. So it took, I bet you it took a lot of courage and a lot of, you know, grit to do it. But, you know, I commend him for doing it. You know, he is doing kind of like two jobs at once, you know, doing the cleans as well as the growls and screams and stuff like that. But he can definitely do it, man. So I might have to go check out some of their stuff as well. But he kind of had like a similar kind of like, you know, undertone vibe. It kind of reminded me of a little bit more Architects in a way when he was doing like those sound like high fry screams a little bit, kind of sounded like Sam, my boy Sam over there. Is he doing some little secret undertones that we don't know about? I don't know, but you know, it was very cool. There's like a lot of cool elements in this one as well, with the background kind of echoey kind of vocals with the chant stuff in the background when like the chorus was going on. Very cool, very interesting, you know, in the way to play on the words and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. But I'm glad that they did do a build-up, and they definitely delivered on a heavy-hitting, classic trippy breakdown, man. Classic trippies, classic double bass, classic choppies. That's all you need, man. And I just love it, man. I love the choppiness. I love the triplets. I just love like the classic trippy breakdowns that all these classic metalcore bands do. It's just so crispy. It's so clean. It's so tight. And then on the second half where they like let the tones ring out, very classic, man. I just love that. I just love that kind of style of structure to breakdown, man. Just brings me back to the good old days. But, you know, it sounds so good. They brought it down to with a little bit on the genty side a little bit at the end there as well. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if they're coming out with the new album. Maybe they are. Maybe they're, like, teasing these singles and then they're going to announce something. But, yeah, I don't think I've heard anything from them. But if they are, we're going to have to add that to the list of crazy heavy hitting albums coming out so far this year, and we're not even halfway through the year, ladies and gentlemen. We already got a stack full of albums that have been coming out in a very, very short amount of time, so it is kind of overwhelming to listen to all these bands. But you know, well, I'm just super excited, man. All my favorite bands are coming out with singles, or you know, it's called little EPs rather, or new albums, and I'm just super excited to see what the rest of this year has to hold, ladies and gentlemen, because if more songs are coming out with them that sounding like that, I'm in, ladies and gentlemen. And be sure to let me know what other tracks from this band that you guys want me to check out on the most recent albums that I might not know yet of. So be sure to let me know down in the comments of those ones as well. But yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because we're going to be bringing our channel. And you don't want to miss out on a single one. Guarantee that. I'll see you guys in the next one.